Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage. Just bringing the update what's going on at the garage. So, 1969 Camaro Z28. We have just finished painting the motor yesterday. Today we're untaping everything, and the next thing that we do during this process is chase all the threads. And that is of utmost importance to do that, because you can see, if you look in the flukes of this thread chaser right there. If you look in the fluke, see right there, that fluke? You see all that dirt that's in there? That is all the dirt that'll come out of these holes here. All of these little holes. These are all 3/8/16 holes. These are quarter 20s. So every hole has to be chased to make sure we get all of this dirt out of the holes. If you don't get all of the dirt out of the holes, when you go to put the nut or bolt inside these, it's going to cause damage to the thread because that's dirt. Dirt will make friction, and sometimes it'll even keep getting pushed until it gets to the end, and then you don't get the bolt all the way in. So you always want to make sure you clean out every one. And so how we do it is you just take this and you sit there and thread it in. Now, usually I would use a wrench or a ratchet, and I always do them by hand because I want to feel what's going on. And we'll send it all the way in till it bottoms out, and then we'll turn it all the way back out. And once you get it out, all the dirt will come with it. So now, after we do that, then we're going to take a little bit of air and carefully, because you're going to get some dirt coming back out, blow it out. You saw when I first did it, you saw all the dirt come out of it. And each hole in the motor, every one of these holes in this motor will get that. So this way, when we put the motor together, everything goes in nice and smooth, and if later on, say a year down the line, or a week, a month, whatever, you have to take something apart, you're not going to end up galling the threads inside the block. Because if you do that, it turns into a huge nightmare, especially on aluminum. And then anytime we put anything into aluminum, a steel bolt into an aluminum part, we always use a little bit of anti-seize on them, again, to keep the steel from fusing to the aluminum. The anti-seize isn't actually a lubricant, it's more of a protection. Once this gets hot, gets cold, gets hot, they start to want to fuse together. And then you will never get that bolt out without destroying the threads inside of the head. And then it just, again, turns into a huge nightmare. Even with our spark plugs, we use a copper anti-seize. So this way, the spark plug has a good negative ground conduction of the electricity. You really need to do these things. And again, this is an aluminum head. You're putting a steel spark plug in there. So you want to take care of all that. So even taking the tape off, we have to take our time because the paint is never fully cured until you run the motor. So as we're taking the tape off, we're also following behind it with a razor blade just like this, nicely taking the tape off, so this way we don't peel the paint off of the metal that we want to keep the paint on. So it's a huge process, huge procedure, but I mean, look at how nice this motor looks. It's really coming out beautiful. Look at how nice the intake manifold looks. And with the hardened paint, it's really protected from any kind of solvents. So there you go, guys. Just a little lesson on things that we do to make everything nice. And also, every bolt or stud is covered. Every hole to the interior of the motor is covered. and any hole that has a thread is covered. So this way, everything stays clean. It takes a lot of time, but this is the correct way to do it, you see? This is where the distributor lock goes in, where it holds the distributor in, right there. And you want it to be nice and clean, especially that this is an aluminum manifold. So, there you go. Alrighty guys, have fun. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.